Today I'm playing my week 4 game against the Bears. Now, if you've been following last year, the Bears were quite tough. They actually took the #1 seed from me. So I had an epic collapse too, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen now. Get Jerry 5 times.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. Bottom line, how do they get a win?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they get him down to #4. He takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot to talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That's complete. And we will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. 37-yard line. North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 13. A gain there of 21 yards. First and
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, he's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get out to the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump the route to their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Yeah, the Bears are now having first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. And it's caught. Touchdown. Bears. 3 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss. That's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Yeah, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. And whatever they said appears to have worked. So here
A little
the
bit.
Niners now to get their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
This will go for 5 up to the 33. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Yep, kind of against the Bears.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and going all season about a season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake it and bake with the best of them. They tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. They'll have a pretty decent run game. If they had missed it, they would have been for all night.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you hope it's going to get down into the starters' blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now, they're just cutting into shreds. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4.
I mean, what?
Over the middle in the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 47 now.
Quick slant as the throw's complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
This defense really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
What you doing?
In a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That will not face in the coverage. It will knock that one away.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down, San Francisco. They pick up 14 yards.
The Jaguars, I think.
And the 49er first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. It took nearly the entire first half of the first red zone opportunity for them here. They come up first and 10 to 16. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little. I think they were actually fortunate. Things only knocked away, not intercepted.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll throw now on the final play. The Bears connect the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Getting caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We'll put up a fight.
Josh Lambo.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Let almost the one trying to chase it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shockers.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. His throw incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 out of that one as a result. The drive continues. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And this will move the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll get down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 49ers 32-yard line.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That ties the game.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. Quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the
Ball
play.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said? It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just moving through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. But we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on at 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That's complete right side to Komet. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
4-yard line.
There's that man again, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds a man on a crossing route. 7 yards to pick up there.
Number 86.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they were able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game. some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
2nd and 10.
Throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. It's another touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, they worked.
Plenty of people can catch that. You don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming up with that and getting it to someone who was open.
And out of the backfield gets in for the score. 17-17 the score. Probably even to this point as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. The legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that one. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up the throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. 10, Taylor now. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, watching 5 wide receivers on the field is open. I know the ball's coming out. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They give it to Taylor. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Taylor. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go on the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Mostert. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal. That's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've insured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had it gone down to a lead. Maybe a yard shy of it at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Facing a touchdown to win it.
I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But man, in this game like that, there's just so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually they have the defense back on its heels. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. You know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd and 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all time. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys are poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
And like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll try to run this one in. And do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll try to run this one in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Recovery by San Francisco.
And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense?
Yeah, look at the
Huge. Let's give them a little bit of credit. Keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint in overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how long it is to play defense. Usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocky, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against
I got Jacksonville next.